When I first walked in to meet the Miller family, I was received by a huge clan, and then very quickly they went off and I saw what it was like raising 6 kids day in and day out.
Hey, sugar is better for you.
Let's try a sippy and see what happens.
The first thing that I noticed was Avery asking for a bottle.
Look, honey, look.
And Mum didn't stick to her guns at all.
One sip and then we'll give you the bottle. Here, take it. Come on. If I give you the bottle right now, will you try this later? I'll give you a bottle if you try this later.
I'll try it later.
You're gonna try it later. Okay.
When Mum gave in to Avery, I thought, what a pushover. And her kids know it. Mum and Dad had their hands full, so I decided to look around the house. We've got sodden diapers there. And I realised they're not organised at all. You walk through every room, there's just clothes everywhere, over every piece of furniture. Seriously, it might as well be coming out of the walls.
This is the game room.
Game room looks more like a laundry room at the moment, Ainsley. There's no system in place at all. You can't have this many kids and not have a system in place. What's this?
That used to be one of our chore charts. We had different chores that they had to do and
From what I gather, this family have tried a whole heap of charts and none of them have worked. I mean, come on. Really, we're looking at 2 parents that haven't worked, right? If Mum and Dad were having a problem with sticking to a chore chart, then what hope did they have with following through with discipline?
That's my homework.
She was working on it first, honey. I think you need to give it back.
She's gonna draw on Landon, that's my homework.
You know what? If you're gonna treat it nice. Yeah, but you, Landon.
It's my homework.
Landon, you're not the dad or the mother.
Mum was letting the kids run riot. I mean, she had no control whatsoever.
I'm not gonna fight you for the page. Ainsley, this is Landon's room. Why don't we ask if you can come in his room first? You don't need to wrestle her down, Landon. Okay, Mommy will take care of it. Landon, stop being the dad.
Here, I'll close my door.
Mum's telling Landon not to be the dad and that she can take care of it, but quite clearly she's showing the kids that she doesn't take care of things.
What is so hard with you loading the dishwasher?
Since Mum does nothing when it comes to discipline, it always ends up in Dad's lap. And sometimes he goes overboard.
Go over there and at least start it. Go at least start it. Go sit down and try. The kids get on my nerves pretty quickly. Go look at your bed. Why are your clothes on your bed? I asked you to put them away. You get to a point of exasperation where you want your kids to listen to you. Come on, I need you to come upstairs. And they don't, and you tell them again, and they don't, and again and again. What do you mean you don't care? Are you gonna talk to me like that? We're done. We're done. And there are moments when you can let it get to you. You think this is funny?
Kesley, lately with the teenage thing going on,
What's the teenage thing?
major thing is the texting,
Right.
because it's all the time.
I had quite a frank conversation with Mum later on in the day about Kesley. I don't think it's the fact that her daughter texts. I think she's worried who she's texting.
She's so sidetracked with it. She's so boy crazy. She's texting 3 boys at one time that like her, but sometimes I worry, like with the boy stuff.
What you're actually really worried about with this boy thing?
Well, I'm afraid of them
Getting in with the boys.
Getting in trouble.
Going over the edge.
going over the edge, yeah.
Clearly, Mum and Dad have got a problem with giving Kesley some freedom. And I wanted to see what she thought about it. What are the things that you would like to do?
I never get to hang out with my friends, like, ever.
And have they specified reasons why?
Not really.
Have you broke their trust?
I don't know, I haven't done anything that I know of.
Right. Have you earned their trust?
Mm-hmm.
In what ways?
I don't know, I'm a straight A student, and I'm always helping out.
When our mom and dad go on a trip, she'll have to babysit.
My mom went to Hawaii, and my dad was at work one whole week, and I had to stay home and watch. And babysit.
So she went on holiday and she left you with all the kids to look after during the day?
My dad will be here during the day, but then right when I get home from school, he'll leave to go to work. And then I'll just have to babysit everyone until the next morning.
So you have them overnight? I'm quite dumbfounded that this young teenager has been given the responsibility to look after her younger siblings overnight, yet this is the same young girl who can't go to the movies and be dropped off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Tell everyone it's time to eat. Girls, can you go put this, can you go get everybody and tell them it's time for dinner?
Landon, come here and stop walking in circles. Help me pick what you want.
You guys, come on.
When dinner's going to be served, do the kids gather together for prayers?
Who's gonna say prayer? It's Marin's turn. You said it yesterday.
And then it's mayhem.
It's
Oh
been up
my
in the
gosh,
room
we
for
are
2
not gonna
days.
fight over who's gonna say the prayer.
Landon, stop getting physical, and he just pinched her, David.
Daddy,
Wait, this is kind of overload right now. Can you hold on just a second? Landon,
Juicy.
Landon, let go.
I don't like this world.
Landon, you're being a little brat right now. Let's go.
I got a butterfly, Daddy.
No, the deal is after dinner.
No way.
No coloring until you're done with your dinner.
Where is
Come on.
those coloring pages? Bad waffle.
No, stop. Sit down and eat your dinner.
What's Meshell doing?
She was printing off some stuff for them to color.
They want the kids to sit down and have dinner, and yet Mum's on the computer making all of these printouts for the kids to colour in, and Dad's banging his head on a brick wall to try and get the kids to sit down and eat. I'm a little bit confused here. How does it work, you doing the pictures and trying to get them at the table to sit down and eat before doing the colouring?
I guess I wasn't thinking. Ainsley was done eating, and so we came
No,
in here.
Ainsley's
and
still
then-
eating.
So, see, I didn't know that. And Landon just ended up following in, and so that's what's going on. I usually, so it's just crazy. I guess it didn't work out.
If Mum is to remain on task, then she needs to stop being sidetracked by her kids and focus more. Can I say goodbye to you all as a family and just say I look forward to having a family meeting with the pair of you so that we can knuckle down and talk about what we need to do, yeah?
Okay.
All right, kids, I'll see you all tomorrow.
I get the feeling that my wife and I are going to be crucified tomorrow.
Both these parents are going to really need to step up because up until now, I've just had excuses and I'm not accepting excuses. Hello. So let's talk about discipline. I'll say that again, discipline. Okay, where is it?
We don't really have, we both decided.
1 minute's one thing and the next it's something other.
Right.
The pair of you together have not established what's appropriate discipline for our 13-year-old, what's appropriate discipline for our toddlers and those in between. You haven't discussed that together.
Not really.
We haven't discussed much of anything. Now that I'm listening to you.
I mean, what happened? The two of you met, you decided you were going to marry and have 6 kids, and then you stopped talking. Like, what happened? It's crazy. So who gives the warnings in the house?
Well, it depends. If you call her warning, I'm going to call Dad. That's about it.
If you're prepared to be somebody who's going to pass the buck on to Dad, then you're basically saying that what you have to say and your empty threats ain't worth nothing. And then guess who becomes bad cop? And is that fair?
It's not fair.
And then that puts you in a situation where you lose your cool and then you start to shout and yell, and then the kids only respond to when you shout and you yell.
Yeah, just a big ogre.
Let's talk about Kesley. I heard you both say, well, we trust Kesley, but your actions don't show that you really trust her. How is it okay for your 13-year-old to look after her younger siblings overnight while you're working night shift and you're off in another state? How is that okay? Yet to drop her off at a movie at 3 p.m. with a couple of friends and then pick her up is not acceptable. When you show Kesley that you don't trust her, what do you think it does for her?
It decreases her self-esteem.
Correct.
Makes sense.
You hold them so tight, you love them, you end up losing them because they fight to get away.
The looser the hand, the tighter the grip.
Right.
Let's talk about house chores. These kids have got so much leeway between the pair of you. Why would they do it? Why would they do it when good old mum will just clean it all up, take care of it, and eventually get it done? Why? They don't have to.
No, you're right.
But you're teaching them to be lazy. You've got a big enough family where you can put, systems in place where more hands, the merrier.
Yeah.
You've got to change the way you think, your mindset, and your actions that follow. And I can help you do that, but how badly do you want it?
It's my #1 priority right now.
Yourself, David?
More than anything.
Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to be easy, because it's not. It's going to be challenging. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to push through it together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.